how to date someone that English is not their first language. They are still somewhat fluent.
That's hard.
Yeah, that can be difficult. Dating, because I've dated. I had one girlfriend in particular. English was her third language, fourth language.
Wow.
And so she wasn't great at English, and so she would say things that I thought were funny, and I thought cute and endearing, and obviously I would tease her about it, just like I would do with Katie. Katie loved it; she thought it was hilarious, but this girl took it personally. She'd get mad and butthurt. I don't like it when you make fun of my accent. I don't like it when you make fun of how I talk. It's like, baby, I love the way you talk. It's so cute. I don't care. I don't like it when you do it. She would really get pissed about it. Because she really was trying to be good at speaking English.
Yeah.
And I like to, you guys know, I like to joke around and rip on people. And it's like, if I can't joke around and rip on my girlfriend without her getting butthurt, it's like, it's not going to last. You got to have a sense of humor if you're going to be with me.
Yeah, I dated a guy once. Where he was from? Where was he from? The cutie one. I don't remember where he's from.
The Czech.
Czech. He was Czechoslovakian. And you
have to go back through the Black Book and see.
I did.
Oh, yeah, he was right before Jack. I dumped him to go out with Jack.
Yep, I remember that. That did not go over well.
Yeah, he was like, well, what can I do to make it
He didn't
better?
accept it.
How many dates did you go out with him?
Like 2.
Did you guys hook up?
Yeah.
You gave him a taste.
Oh, we hooked up twice. Like that was it. Out of
And
like
then you
the 2
took it
months.
away.
Yeah, but he's like, what can I do?
What can I do?
What can I do to be better with other girls? And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I was like, you like me and your sex life was not very good. It's like not good for me.
Oh, I remember you were telling me the sex
Yeah.
sucked. That's what it all boiled down to.
I was like, that wasn't very good, and I was
Yeah.
just like, he just wasn't. He didn't know about stuff over here, the things
So
that I liked.
let's talk about that, because if the guy doesn't know what he's doing, the sex is not good. You're gonna dip.
He would just want to
Because
have
I
sex
see a lot of
one
that.
time.
Guys are, they get, first date goes pretty well, second date goes well, and they hook up, and then like the third date either gets canceled or ghosted. You can tell her interest just goes. I was like, dude, you probably sucked in bed. So if the sex is bad, she's not coming back for a second helping of that, or in your case, a third helping of bad sex.
And he was supposed to come down. I was like, no. I told him, I was like, I met somebody else. We weren't like
But you didn't tell him that he sucked in bed, though.
Oh, no, I told him, I was like, the way you have sex is just not, like, for me. He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm not some old man that likes it slow.
What's this, the guy that just got on top of you and started...
Yeah. I was like, ugh. Yeah.
Was it that guy?
Yeah. Yeah. And he was a sweetheart, but I was just like, and then like certain things, like I would say, okay, dear.
He did not understand how the motion of the ocean worked.
No. And he like liked talking to me about like stuff, and I was like, I feel like we're just friends. And I was like, that's how I feel. And I told him exactly how it was.
Because the sex sucked. It wasn't passionate. You were like, oh, God, I can't wait till I see him again.
And he was hot. He was great looking. Like,
really hot.
Great looking,
Yeah.
but not great in bed.
He was really hot.
and I was just
He was
like, yeah, I was just like,
Right, Rocky? Rocky's like, what?
But it's whatever. I told him, and he's like, all right. And I gave him the advice.
Man, you
He
didn't
said-
come right out and say, you're like the worst lay I ever had.
No, because he's not. But
Second worst?
he's up there. It was
He's
just
about top
weird.
5 worst lays ever.
It was, the first time wasn't good. The second time was not. It was worse. Well, no, maybe
How
the
many
first
times
time.
have you had guys that were like that over the course? What about you? You ever had a guy that was like that?
Like a little bunny. Like, I'm sure it's happened to me before. I can't remember right now, but yeah, I was just like.
There's no there's no coming back from that.
No, but what girl likes that? I don't know
None.
anybody that likes that. It's like
None.
you're just trying to like take care of yourself. Thank you.
How long did he last?
Oh, the first time it was literally because he hadn't had sex in like 7 months. It was like literally like
2 pump jump?
that's it. That was
Not
it.
even 10 seconds.
Not even.
I'm sorry, I do not go slow like old man.
That's what he said.
10 seconds?
And then, like, the second time, it was just,
Yeah, there's an article I referenced in my book
Okay.
called How Men Can Have Multiple Orgasms If a Guy's Got a Problem with Premature Ejaculation and Blowing His Wad Really Quickly. It's a technique that you have to practice it, but then you could say hard even if you do come right away. And I see that a lot, though, in the emails I get. It's like things go well, and then they had sex for the first time, and her interest and her attitude just drops off a cliff. And I was like, bro, you probably sucked in bed.
mm-hmm.
Because everything else went well. If she don't want to hook up again, you sucked in bed.
Yeah.
You didn't get her off.
He just
If you
didn't-
last 10 seconds...
Well, he didn't grasp the concept of, like, the second time of, like, going slower. And I'm like, you're not going to...
How long did he last the second time?
It was longer, but it was just like...
15 seconds?
And I was just like... watching some TV. Like, what is this? But, I mean, he was a very sweet guy, but he just didn't understand the concept of that. He was 29.
How long did he last?
Like, months?
Second time?
Oh, second time, I don't remember. It was like 2 minutes or something like that. It wasn't that long. But, I don't
From
know.
2 seconds to 2 minutes. That's a hell of an improvement.
And then he wasn't an adventurous eater. He's like, I'll have salmon and potato. I'm like, they don't have salmon and potatoes. They have salmon and they have like a different type. He's like, no mashed
So
potato.
everything was kind of boring and bland with him.
Yeah, and he
He
did
just
like...
wasn't cultured.
Yeah, and then like he listened to this different music than I listened to. And then he also like, I don't know, he did like, he was really big into like TikTok and like his modeling and stuff like that. And because he used to do book covers and all kinds of different stuff. And he's like, oh, and then he wanted me to like be on camera with him doing stuff. And I was like, I don't think so.
That guy? The guy lasted for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Wanted to film it?
Yeah.
That's not something a guy like that should be filming. Imagine that gets out.
I'm like, oh
His
my...
reputation is ruined for life.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my... And he lived, where did he live? Somewhere
you're
up
bad
north.
with locations.
Yeah, somewhere up north. It was like an hour and some change away. Or 2 hours, like 2 hours, but peace.
Peace out, bruh.
No hard feelings.
He didn't understand the motion of the ocean.
Saw him again, like, I think a month later. He came and stayed with me. And we had a good time, but...
Oh, this was the guy that drove from another part of the state to see you.
Mhm.
Okay, I remember. All right, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We had some good laughs about it and just had a few more at his expense.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy,
Poor kid.
whoever you are, wherever you are.
Yeah.
He was wasn't he really well off?
Yeah, he had a nice business, a really good business. So, and he's from a different country. He comes from a different country, works hard, he pays taxes, and, you know, he was a good guy, but just the...
29 and going for 2 seconds. It's like,
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, well, he also told her that he didn't have intercourse for 7 months.
Yeah, he's like, I was working hard in my business.
He didn't choke the chicken before he came over.
Probably not.
He was probably holding it in, waiting for Jade.
That's a bad idea.
I'm just being honest. You can thank me.
You mean that's it?
Poor Jack. Ever since I stopped, like, drinking, I'm like, hey, I give him a hug, and I'm like, rub my cootie bug on him. He's like, babe, just give me a minute. Like, today we won't. Like, Tuesdays and Thursdays we don't, because he's been up since 4 and then won't go to bed till 10. Then he has to
Why
go
don't you
back
just
to
say,
work.
baby, you don't have to do anything. Just lay there.
Yeah.
Don't put it on a schedule. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I can
no.
ever
Well,
tell
no,
you.
that's when we don't, because he's just...
Tuesdays and
says-
Thursdays, no sex is happening.
Yeah, but every other day we do it. So I was like, be prepared for this
5
weekend.
days a week.
Like, be prepared. It's going to be twice a day, all weekend.
Oh, shit. He's not going to be coming home.
I'm gonna hide.
You know, my girlfriend's a freak.
He's,
Ever since she stopped drinking, she won't leave the pee-pee alone.
no, he loves it. He's like, he loves, he's like, I'm more energetic, and, I'm sure I probably get on his nerves a little. He laughs. He's like, babe, what are you doing? Because then I'll start running around the house, and then the dog gets worked up, and we're chasing each other back and forth, and he's just like, what is going on right now? It's like a train through the house, or a bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm.
But we have fun, so
That's all
that's all that matters. And it doesn't take him 2 seconds. It takes him more than 2 seconds. It's like 5. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, moving on.
All right, moving right along.